Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Tyler, aka Trooper, as most of you guys might know me on this channel. Bringing you guys a Wingman gameplay I had on Sandbar with my buddy Christopher. As you can see, down 9-0, we ended up getting 2 rounds straight. We both died very quickly. For some reason he's not playing, but there he goes. Ends up moving. I've used to do that to people where I'd like walk up to them with the chainsaw that were on my team. I remember back in like the Gears of War 1 days when I recorded that, I was trying to make a getting scared by chainsaw montage. It sounds very complex and weird, but what it is it's actually a lot cooler than you think when you saw some of the clips I got. And I don't even know if you could describe it as what I'm gonna say, but they were actually beast clips when it comes to scaring people with the chainsaw. It would have been bar none the greatest scaring people with a chainsaw montage ever. My opening clip I remember that I was gonna use was I came up from behind a guy on Fuel Depot, and he was trying to snipe a guy, and I revved my chainsaw, and then he dives backwards, thinking a guy was going to get him from behind with a chainsaw. And then he dives backwards to avoid him, and then as he dives backwards, the guy he was sniping against across the map fucking Supermaned him. And it was probably one of the top 4 favorite moments of all time playing Xbox. I can't even express, or even, I don't even know if I remember how I responded to that, but it was just absolutely phenomenal. Like, I couldn't try doing that again, even if I wanted to, or even if I did it 1,000 times. Christopher got destroyed there by the sniper, so now it's up to me. I didn't put the first 2 rounds in, because like I said, excuse me, had a little burp out of my mouth. We had a pretty bad first 2 rounds. We got killed pretty quickly, didn't really stick together, and it was kind of a problem. But then we adjusted and ended up coming back down 9-0 and winning 20 to I think 11. So we ended up getting 20, and then the leaders ended up only getting 2, which was pretty amazing. The next couple rounds we do some really dirty work up top where the digger and boom shot spawns and all that. And this guy, of course, with the sawed-off, playing a shotgun battle, like Ring Around the Rosie here. So I just cut back and blow him away with the better, more superior weapon, in my opinion. I stopped using the sawed-off shotgun, and now that I've stopped using it, I can't stand it. I was using it, and I was a fan of it, until I really did notice how much bullshit the gun is, and how lack of skill you really need to just kill somebody with it. So then I switched back to the good old-fashioned Gnasher and Lancer combo, and I could not be happier. It just reminds me of a better, more peaceful time when I played Gears of War, and look at that, it just rushes me with sawed-off, of course. And my least favorite medal to get is the FIFO medal, first in, first out. I believe somebody responded on one of my last videos clearing that up for me, what that stands for, and I think he said first in, first out, so whoever that might have been, I don't remember your name, but thank you very much. But I do the whole high camera work for my teammate here, letting him know where everybody is. One-man invasion, as you can see, trying to sneak over on his vacation through the beach, but it's not going to last for long. But I don't want to spoil anything. Last night ended up having a pretty good night. For those of you that might know, hopefully people that are in USA would probably know of, but people that might not know of, is a famous Philadelphia favorite of food. We have the, I was gonna say illustrious, what's a more, I'll just use the word amazing. Philadelphia has an amazing cheesesteak, obviously. If you've heard of cheesesteak, you've most likely heard of the word Philly in front of it, no matter where you live, even though I don't understand how places in, say, California or Florida or even New York can have a place that sells quote-unquote Philly cheesesteaks, because they're not from Philly. I mean, you can't do that. That should be illegal. You should be arrested and you should be stoned to death, because it's just, it should not be allowed. you obviously aren't selling a Philly cheesesteak. Just because you make a cheesesteak doesn't mean it's a Philly cheesesteak. It's just a regular cheesesteak that tastes like crap. But, you know, I have eaten a lot of cheesesteaks from a lot of places in my day, and I definitely would say if you live in Philly, you live around Philly, have ever had a Philly cheesesteak, favorite one of all time, it previously was Tony Luke's, but after last night, I pretty much switched my favorite. It's to a place called Pat's King of Steaks. If you've ever heard of it, it's across the street from the famous Geno Steaks, the whole Pat's Geno's rivalry, back and forth with who has the best. They're literally right across the street from each other on, I think, 9th and Passyunk Avenue. And one of the places, Geno's, is lit up with neon lights all over it. It looks like a carnival from far away. Like, it literally looks like a fucking state fair on the street, but all it is a cheesesteak place. And then across the street you have Pat's, who doesn't go with all the flair, just sells a straight up amazing cheesesteak. And man, I remember I went with my girlfriend and a bunch of people last night, and I wasn't really hungry because I just had like pizza an hour before that. So I was like, yeah, let's split one, and we bought it, and I scarfed down half of it because it was so delicious, and I pretty much stole my girlfriend's half, and she only had about 2 or 3 bites out of it. So I mean, that's usually what a girl would only eat. I mean, it's a man's meal. Let me eat my whole cheesesteak, you bastard bitch cunt. I'm kidding, I love her. I'm just referring to all women. You must let our carnivore asses just shove, you know, steak with whiz cheese all over it down our throats. But I'm hoping you guys, this guy gets destroyed. Goodbye. I'm hoping you guys have had a cheesesteak before. If you have in your area, you know what it tastes like, obviously. But to have one from Philly is just an awesome experience. I mean, to be honest, it's nothing special if you think about it. It's literally you know, one of the most fattening, nasty things you could eat, but it's so tasty and awesome. And you got to go with onions, and you got to go with Cheese Whiz. There's no other better way, in my opinion, to do it. That's the best way to do it. Because in Philly, they have a bunch of cheesesteak places, and one of the cheesesteak places is called Wit or Without, or Wit or Without. They don't have an H's, they just have Wit and like W-I-T. And it's basically how you order a cheesesteak in Philly. You have to order it with or without onions. That's how you order them. You just tell them that, and then tell them what kind of cheese you want. And I don't know, speaking of Philly, by the way, the Phillies got beat last night in the first round of the MLB playoffs by the Arizona Cardinals, which really sucked. It was kind of depressing, but I'm pretty much over it because now I'm talking about these cheesesteaks, and it's getting me very hungry. And as you can see, if you didn't get lost in my delicious voice that you're hearing right now of me talking about this, ended up bumping up to level 48. Me and my friend went, and we won the game 20-11, ended up destroying. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this commentary and me talking about my love for cheesesteaks. And add my gamer tag down in the description below, and I will talk to you guys later.